This is our presentation about student possessions insurance. Firstly, we'll look at what information does the insurance have. We'll look at Barclays and Ensley, two different policies. Firstly, Barclays. They immediately get information on who is applying, and they will not insure anyone with a criminal conviction or failed insurance policy previously. This should lower the risk by only insuring safer customers. They also set a max value of £1,000 per item, which helps give knowledge on potential future payouts. Ensley, on the other hand, they go into more details about the course, the university, and the year of study. They also find out more information about accommodation, such as halls for residents. This might be seen as safer than just a private rental. And they set a max value of £1,500 per item stated. To compare these two, Barclays places greater importance on the perceived risk associated with the individual. However, Ensley focus more on the products being covered and the risk of the circumstance, for example, accommodation type. However, both policies are profit maximising to each company.
An example of moral hazard issue is a student increasing their risk after they get a full cover contents policy, as the only benefit falls on the student, not the consequences. This graph shows a difference in the probability of loss between a high risk and a low risk student. Because of asymmetric information in the market, the insurer cannot observe the value of care chosen by a student, which can result in a loss for the insurer. Adverse selection in this market is the selection of contracts by the insured, which with better information than the insurer adverse to the seller. From this table, because of asymmetric information and adverse selection, the actual insurance cost for high and low risk is different to when under full information. This results in the low risk being worse off, as insurers need to break even.
Individuals would want insurance plans that get them the highest possible utility from their contractors designed for their risk category. For firms to even want to commit to the market, they require their total cost line to be below the indifference curve of the individual. The total cost for the firm is given as TC equals PC multiplied by H, which is the probability of loss multiplied by the cost of a high-risk person, plus 1 minus PCG, which is the probability of no loss multiplied by the cost of a lower-risk person. The ISO cost curve for individuals is steeper for lower risk people, as their odds ratio will be bigger given their smaller probability. The company will begin to offer plans to individuals from point E, where the zero profit line for both low and high risk meet. Applying an indifference curve for the individuals means higher risk people receive OH and low risk receive OL. This won't satisfy high-risk individuals who still have up to the 45-degree line to gain additional utility. The low risk also gains more utility from moving to a new indifference curve. There is no new indifference curve for the low-risk individual, as this is not where adverse selection occurs. High-risk people would want to pay a lower premium, whereas low-risk people would not lie to pay a higher price.
Independent certification of an individual's risk suggests that the insurer and the insuree have full information. This will therefore give rise to a fair premium. No party can maximise the benefit at the expense of the other. The insuree loses out on the ability to lie to the insurance company about the risk to their content in order to receive a lower premium. The insurance company loses out on setting a higher premium as a way of covering themselves if they do not know the full extent of the individual's risk. By having this independent certification of individual's risk, both parties are winners.